thank you so much for joining us. We're at Stratford Speedway in Taranaki for the Eulenberg Haulage New Zealand Stock Car Champs. Now, thousands of spectators have turned out to witness the coming of a brand new hero. Up for grabs is the distinguished 1NZ. And let me tell you, these drivers would do just about anything to have it proudly plastered on the side of their stock car for the next 12 months. Qualifying was held on Friday night and it was never going to be easy. More than 80 drivers took to this notorious Taranaki track and they were vying for only 26 positions in the final. Now, in true qualifying fashion, just about anything can happen.
Red Group featured some of the country's top drivers, including the current 1NZ Wayne Hemming, who is trying to become only the third person ever to win the championship back-to-back. Being the current champ can mean you're a target, and Hemming gets in trouble early. The Red Walker eventually gets back in the right direction, but it's not going to be easy. Palmerston North's Barry Pajerski is out to win his third title. With years of experience and numerous championships to his credit, including 2 World 240 trophies, Pajerski is showing his class. The tight Stratford track is proving to be difficult for 1NZ Wayne Hemming to conquer, not to mention the other competitors. The general rule of thumb in qualifying is to stay out of trouble as much as possible and make it through to the finals. With only 26 positions up for grabs, it's tough. The 1,500 kilo V8 monsters can be hard to handle on a tight track. Keeping the car in a straight line can be a tall order. Wayne Hemming had a tough time with his new stock car and it wasn't looking like he was going to qualify. A big budget and a fantastic team doesn't always mean victory. The Red Walker hasn't qualified. It's all over for the champion. Strong performances in their heats by Nelson's Ian Burson and Stratford's Paul Johnson gets them through to the finals, along with favourite Barry Pajerski, and for Wayne Hemming, maybe next year.
Well, certainly it's a very hard track to drive. It's small, tight, and there's just nowhere to actually use our power in that, so those slower cars just got stuck into me. It's a brand new car. I believe we won't get the best out of the car till next year, so I certainly will be back.
Another Wellington driver featured well in qualifying. Number 23, Brian Musgrove, in his award-winning car named the Hot Rod, was going strong. Musgrove has been a runner-up in the champs, but has never won the title. Another good performance in Yellow Group is Huntley driver Jared Wade, who is only 20 and has been driving for just 2 seasons. Wade, who drives his uncle's car, former 1NZ Paul Wade, is quietly accumulating points and stays out of trouble. Brian Musgrove puts in a strong performance to finish top of Yellow Group, along with another hometown hopeful, Simon Joblin. Steve Pribovich and Jared Wade all qualify. In Blue Group, Hawke's Bay's Shane Penn in 77 has 10 years behind the wheel and has numerous regional titles to his name, but not the big one. It was all over early for the former World 240 champ Darcy Hunter from Rotorua. The Mount's Rodney Wood wasn't having much luck either. Engine problems meant he needed some assistance, but it was an early shower for another of the favourites. The pressure was on as the remaining finalist positions were filling fast. Negotiate the tight Stratford track to qualify. Blue Group qualifying saw Peter Rees and Shane Penn finish top equal. Huntley's Dave Roygard and Paul Bouzade put in strong drives, but for the Mount's Rodney Wood, it was all over.
Car's been reliable for I don't know how long, probably since teams racing last year. It hasn't missed a beat, and tonight we just had a coil problem, so that took us out.
You were helped along there, weren't you, in race 1?
Yeah, I have to say a great thanks. We really appreciated the help of Ross Ashby. He was just awesome, so I appreciated that. We're going to give him a drive in my car tomorrow night.
Another titanic battle to qualify for the finals, and Green Group drivers knew what they had to do. And once again, the extremely tight track at Stratford proved difficult. It was a race to the line with only 6 available positions left. Some of the drivers found the track a little slippery, and were trying to find the best suspension setups for their cars. The ex-Tony McClanahan car is in Green Group. The Silver Bullet is piloted by Nelson's Dennis Andreasen and is still going strong. Drivers have 3 races in each of their groups to accumulate as many points as possible. At the end of Green Group's 3 heats, the 6th and final position was tied, forcing a runoff between Rotorua's Callum Hose and Stratford's Neville Nolly in 35. The drivers have 4 laps and pretty much anything goes. Block and stop for as long as you like, but the driver that crosses first goes through.
Go, guys. Yes, no, yes. We're getting closer to the line.
The home track advantage pays off and Nolly qualifies. Leading the group is Dennis Andreasen with a great drive. As well, fellow clubmate from Nelson, Dale Avis, is through.
Nelson track's very similar to Stratford. It's probably, very close to, probably the 2 likeliest tracks, close together, I would think. Because it's a smaller track, the big horsepower cars are sort of, haven't been able to pass so much on the straights, and a lot of bad luck for some of those good guys too.
Yeah, you're always a target, and we probably had one of the lighter groups, but that's the worst to be in because there's more diving for you. And I was lucky. Wayne took all the brunt of it, and I sat in behind him and got the gaps basically.
It's a very hard track, I must admit. Yeah, the surface takes you a little bit to get used to, so hopefully from Stratford we've got a little bit of an edge over that, but some of these other boys are pretty quick. They'll soon get on top of it.
The finals were set for Saturday night. The crowds and the drivers were ready to rock and roll, but unfortunately rolling in were the clouds, bringing with it a persistent drizzle. Now, the promoters sent the modifieds out onto the track to try and dry it, but it was to no avail. The drivers got together and deemed the track unsafe to contest the championship. It is now Sunday. There is a few clouds about, but hey, the sun is out and it's not raining. Now, these drivers can hardly wait to have a crack at the title. We have 26 finalists contesting 3 heats over 15 fast and furious laps. Now, at the end of those heats, the driver with the most points will be declared this year's Eulenberg Haulage New Zealand Stockcar champ.
The finalists have been found, and 93 Gary Hunter from Rotorua already has engine problems. He's in field. Here we go. The nerves are at high. The adrenaline is pumping. 3 heats to decide who will be the new New Zealand Stock Car champion, and we're racing. Riding on the shoulder now with Dale Avis from Nelson. Pajewski goes over the side of him. No corner given. There is going to be action aplenty here. There goes Jared Wade, number 85 driver from Huntley, one to look out for as well. He's accumulated good points. Smash and bash. Very congested, this tight Stratford track. This could be anyone's race. Simon Joblin currently leading one of the Stratford boys. Stratford's 4th time hosting this event. Stratford guys are represented well, but 6 drivers from Nelson. Now, if they adopt the right policy, they should be able to get one of their drivers home. Already smacked into the wall. That's John Hind. See how tight this track is? You can get yourself in trouble pretty quickly. Points do matter. 26 first, 25 second, and so on through the field. Simon Joblin still doing the job for his Stratford boys. Home fans will be loving this. About 5,000 here at the Speedway. Perfect conditions. Look out for 77 Shane Penn as well. There he is in 2nd place. One of the quick drivers. Been racing for about 10 years. Lots of championships in his region to his credit, but has never won the title. He would dearly love to win it. He's coming up hard on the race leader. He's got a lot of speed. Awful lot of speed, hanging it out wide. Could this be his opportunity to get past Joblin? Take him on the inside now. Could this be a beautiful move? Yes, it is. They're side by side in that 3rd corner. Looking very powerful as Shane Penn. His biggest win has been the Stockcar Grand Prix in the 90s. He hasn't had a lot of silverware back home at the club for quite some time. Now on the shoulder of Simon Joblin. speeds in excess of 100 kilometres an hour. Very quick, these A-grade stock cars. 1,500 kilo V8 monsters. Brian Musgrove gets past that guy, leaves him in the wall. Going to make it harder for the other guys to get through. Not a good spot to be sitting. Still Jared Wade coming up through the field as well, but our race leader, it's Shane Penn from the Bay, looking very good. Out in front, staying clear of any trouble. Brian Musgrove's got himself in a spot of bother, jammed under that car. He'll need to get himself out of there quickly. A good performer in the heats. There's Stan Hickey, one of the Rotorua veterans. Huge fan base following up north. Still 77, Shane Penn from the Hawke's Bay is showing excellent strength with his car. Absolutely crucial the drivers accumulate as many points as possible. 3 heats to be at the top of the pile at the end of this racing. The 4th time Stratford have hosted the New Zealand Stockcar Championships. 1990 was the last time the event was held here. Action aplenty at Stratford. Drivers going for maximum points. Hello, here's a bit of trouble. Dennis Andreasen into the wall in the 42 machine. Neville Nolly, one of the Stratford boys involved. That's Reese Lister in 198. Making it really tricky for the drivers that are moving to negotiate. The track becomes even tighter very, very quickly. Meantime, Shane Penn has been showing everybody on the track what to do and takes the checkered flag. Penn wins a great first race to take the 26 points on offer. Hometown boy Simon Joblin 25. A consistent drive from Jared Wade gets him 22. Further down the table, Peter Rees 16 points and a bit of work to do for Stan Hickey.
What's the secret? Is it to stay out in front and stay out of trouble?
That's the secret, and also to look ahead and make sure you know where the cars are and who's doing what. If there's someone waiting, you've just got to be aware of it and just go for it, you know, and keep that car straight.
The cars started to go off towards the end of the race. We didn't have it set up 100%, but our crew will get onto that and it'll be better.
Simon, you're a newcomer to racing. You've only been racing for a couple of years. It'd be nice to teach the more experienced drivers a thing or two.
Yeah, it would be. Put them in their place, maybe.
Race number 2 here at Stratford. The sun is shining and another 26 points on offer for the winning driver. Racing now. Barry Pajewski going for his 3rd title, the number 69 machine. He would dearly love to win, but it's certainly the more experienced drivers up against the young guns. Bit of work for Stan Hickey from Rotorua to do as well. Field starting to spread themselves out. Auckland's Dane Wright in 71 is out in front. Auckland drivers have held the title 7 times in the past, tied with Palmerston North. Will it go Auckland or Palmy's way, the title this year, or perhaps somewhere else? Barry Pajewski's got in a great position. That's where he wants to be, out in front and out of trouble. The 69 machine is absolutely flying. Dane Wright back into 2nd place. The Stratford driver in 35 in 3rd. More trouble and congestion for the drivers. 56, that's Peter Rees, nudges the corner. Pajewski would love to win this title, as there has been no New Zealand champ from Palmerston North since 1991. It's certainly a long time between drinks. Tactics will come into play as the race unfolds. Drivers that don't have enough points to take the championship may assist their fellow clubmates, or it could even be a battle of the North and South. Peter Rees sitting in a very, very tricky position. Drivers having to negotiate around his big pile of stock car. Pajewski is definitely the man to beat here. Hawke's Bay Shane Penn, a strong first heat. He's at the rear of the field now. Definitely a much slower car. There's the ex-Tony McClanahan silver bullet into the wall, gets the wrong way. We have a red flag condition. That's Shane Penn. His engine is coughing, not sounding good at all. He's in field. His title hopes may be gone, or will they be? There's plenty more left to unfold here in this racing. Pajewski is still a powerful man to beat. Manning bangs into the wall, gets it wide, and you can't afford to make a mistake on this track. Pajerski was going so well, he has smacked into it. In the hot seat of Simon Joplin now. Battling his machine around this tight track here. Dave Roygaard in 88. He smacks into him. He's up on the wall. It could be all over for Joplin. 88 gets it sideways in reverse. Joblin's up on the wall, and Gary Hunter, 93, pushes him up just enough to nudge him out. Here's the race leader. This is action aplenty here in this heat. Wow, he just kisses that concrete ultimately hard. That is going to be rolling his marbles around in his head for Pajerski, doing oh so well. Stan Hickey from Rotorua, another icon in 5:15. His fans from Rotorua will be gunning for him. Hickey's the new race leader, a powerful performance by the man. Nick Fowler from Nelson. 6 Nelson drivers have got into these finals. They must be doing something to assist one of them to take out the championship, surely. Coming down to the closing stages of this race. There he is, Nelson's Nick Fowler in 57. Stan Hickey in his gorge chassis Ford-powered machine. Jared Wade is also in the field, accumulating points. The young Huntley driver, another one to watch. Performing well, sometimes being out in front cannot necessarily be a good thing. You just got to get as many points as you can. Stay out of trouble. That is the secret of this kind of racing, particularly at this narrow track here at Stratford. Hickey's the man to beat though, 5:15 out in front. Putting in a strong performance. Rotorua drivers have won 2 of the 3 New Zealand championships held here in Stratford. Will Hickey be the 3rd? Closing stages, can he stay out of trouble? Clear roads ahead. For the seasoned campaigner, he takes the checkered flag. A great race for Hickey, giving him maximum points and elevating him to 6th on the table. A 5th placing for Jared Wade on 44, and Nelson drivers taking the top 2 positions.
The evergreen, Stan Hickey, showing those younger ones what to do out there, yeah?
Oh, trying to. Yeah, it's pretty hard on that surface out there, but we're doing our best.
How'd the car pull up?
Car's going well. Yeah, we've got a few steering rods and that bent in that race, but we'll put new ones on and we'll be out there for the next one.
Got to ask you, Stan, Heat 3, what will happen?
I don't know. Hell will probably break loose, I suppose. Who knows? Don't really know what's going to happen. I'll probably get taken out or something. Who knows?
Absolutely wrapped with doing a lot better than I thought I did. Thought I could do, and I think we've had a 3rd and maybe a 5th now, and yeah, we've just got to keep it tidy for the last one and see what we can do.
You're not the only one carrying the Nelson flag, though.
No, we've got 6 cars here, and hopefully a bit of a team effort, and we'll get one of us through. There's 3 of us still in there, so it should be good.
There it is, we're all set to go. It's the 3rd and final heat of the New Zealand Stockcar Championships. We will now decide who will be the champion for 2003. Stan Hickey is leading. Already gets out in front. We're riding in with Simon Joplin. There's the points leader, Jason Moy from Nelson. Looks like he could be in a bit of trouble. Joplin battling his machine. Stan Hickey from Rotorua in 1st place. Shane Penn, the 77 machine, who has looked strong all weekend, in 2nd. The roles have changed for some of the drivers who don't have enough points. They can turn into blockers, help their fellow club mates take the championship. It's a real battle between Nelson, with 6 cars qualifying. Trouble for Jason Moy, the points leader from Nelson, infield again. It could be his championship. Now it's a battle between young and old. Great driving between Penn and Hickey. Penn's going to take him on the inside. Who's got the most power? The battle continues now. Wow, beautiful move by Simon Joplin. Shane Penn's made his way to the front of the pack now. Other club mates will be trying to stop him. There's Nelson driver Dennis Andreasen stopped. Not effective though. Shane Penn stays out of trouble. years and years of experience, doing all he can to get back past Shane Penn. And Penn will be ruining the mechanical problems he had in the second heat after taking out the first. We've got a red flag. The race is going to be stopped. Cars are showing the wear of the weekend. Peter Rees gets towed away. Back racing now. Shane Penn. He has just had a fantastic weekend. He's going to be kicking himself. Those minor mechanical problems in the second heat points have cost him dearly, perhaps. Early days, though. Anything can happen. 35 is a Stratford driver, hopeful Neville Nolly. Where will the title go? There's Dennis Andreasen at the Silver Bullet. Now he's attacking Stan Hickey. 85, Jared Wade from Huntley caught up in that, but he's managed to escape, get out of jail free. He's running smoothly too. Another one we haven't seen much of, but he's been driving hard all weekend, accumulating points. Interesting to note, the last Huntley driver to win the title was Kevin Free back in 1993. Here he is again, Mr. Consistent, only 2 years in Speedway. His uncle is a former New Zealand champ. The engine comes out of the same garage as the Silver Bullets. Jared Wade had a fantastic weekend and he's got himself in a little bit of trouble. Gee, showing a lot of skill, gets out of there quickly and keeps running. Shane Penn started on grid 6. Out in front. Nelson drivers are falling by the wayside. I don't know if they're going to be able to stop this race leader. The title could well stay in the North Island for 2003. Second on points, 57, Nick Fowler. He's jammed into the wall. Looks like his title hopes have gone. That's another Nelson one down. The big machine of Stan Hickey, 515. Still going strong. He's on 38 points. Another title contender, and he's been a marked man, that's for sure. They don't want him to get the trophy this year. Where is it going to go? North or south? Final lap. High drama here at Stratford Speedway. Shane Penn still out in front. Looking good, but there are 3 other drivers with a shot at the title. Anyone's race. Here he goes, he's over. Neville Stanaway has rolled. The Mount driver has taken an absolute pummeling. Woohoo, he's over. The crowd love it. Applauding the crash. That's what the fans have come to see. He's a broken man, Neville Stanaway. Maybe next year. Back racing, the closing stages. Stan Hickey has had a powerful drive. Likewise, Shane Penn, Huntley's Jared Wade as well. The race is over. Shane Penn takes the points. But it's Jared Wade who takes the title at 20. He's the youngest ever New Zealand stock car champion.
Everyone was helping, so that was the best bit. It was definitely hard work out there, and it's not very good going to the last race in the top 3, so we're stoked to come out where we did.
What does it mean to you to have that one NZ on the side of your car?
I'm just blown away at the moment. It's just the best of the best, and I didn't think I'd get it for another 20, 30 years, so to get it this young is blown away.
The prestigious One NZ title is heading to Huntley after Jared Wade raced brilliantly to take out the Eulenberg Haulage New Zealand Stock Car Championship title. The 20-year-old panel beater raced with the maturity of a driver several years his senior. He is now a national champion. That's it for us from Stratford Speedway. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll catch you later.